Kings are waiving DeMar DeRozan, making the six-time All-Star an unrestricted free agent.
An NBA team just decided the smartest thing it could do with a six-time All-Star was paying him to go away. Not trade him, not keep him, release him, and eat $10 million to do it. On paper, that looks insane. It's actually the coldest, most rational move the rulebook allows. Here's the rule that makes cutting your own star the smartest play. We read the fine print so you don't have to. The team is the Sacramento Kings. The player, DeMar DeRozan. 20,000+ career points, 6 All-Star nods, a bucket his whole life. And they're waiving him. To understand why a team pays a star to leave, you gotta understand the wall it's trying to get under. And a rule that lets you smear a salary across years like butter. Start with the problem. DeRozan is owed $25.7 million. But here's the quirk that makes this possible. Only $10 million of it is actually guaranteed. The rest evaporates if they cut him. Now the wall. Sacramento is jammed up against the luxury tax aprons, the same lines that, once crossed, strip a team of its tools and multiply every dollar into several in tax. It got worse when Zach LaVine opted into his $49 million salary, shoving the Kings roughly $13 million over the first apron. Carrying DeRozan's number on top of that keeps them stuck over the line, paying the penalty frozen from improving. So, the front office does the math nobody likes to say out loud. This player, at this number, is worth less to us on the roster than he is gone. Here's the escape, and the numbers are precise. Waiving him wipes the $15.7 million that was never guaranteed clean off the books. That leaves the $10 million guarantee, and the league lets a team stretch that dead money across 3 seasons instead of eating it all at once. $10 million becomes about $3.3 million a year for 3 years, a thin sliver. And that sliver is the whole point. Between shedding the non-guaranteed money and stretching the rest, Sacramento saves about $22 million against next season's books, enough to finally drop below both apron lines and under the tax. The moment they waive and stretch him, the wall they were trapped over, they're suddenly under it. Tools back, penalties gone. So, the money they spent paying a player to leave buys back everything the apron had taken from them. They're not lighting cash on fire. They're paying a ransom to get their own franchise's freedom back. And they have until August 29th to pull the trigger. Sit with what just happened. A 6-time All-Star became so expensive to keep, not because of his salary alone, but because of what his salary did to the team's position over the wall, that the rational move was to pay him to be somewhere else. The apron didn't just make super teams hard to build, it made stars into liabilities their own teams have to buy their way out of. The rule turned, we have an All-Star, into a problem you solve by writing a check for him to leave. This is the era the apron built, a minimum contract that costs an owner millions in tax, a young star with no leverage, a trade bonus a player has to give back, and now a beloved veteran his own team pays to walk away, and calls it good business. The league wrote the wall to control spending. Instead, it made stars disposable and cutting them the smart play. Every road leads back to the same place, over the wall where even your best players become something to escape. Every road leads there.